XRP holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. We're seeing a complete bloodbath once again for the crypto markets. Over the course of the last, 3 to 4 hours, some more liquidation for, longs and shorts, pretty much all over the place right now. BTC sitting below $110,000 right now. We're going to take a closer look and see what's really going on. XRP down about 4.6%. The entire market is down at this point. Taking a look at it on the weekly time frame, XRP down 10%, but yet a lot of people will ignore, as I mentioned yesterday, it's holding better than the broader market because you can see across the board, 15 to 20% for some coins. XRP only down 10%. So that's something I want to keep, reminding you guys of. But looking at the price of XRP, $2.77, also down about 2% in Bitcoin. Comparative valuation sitting at 165.5 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 9 billion. As always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So take a look at this bloodbath in leverage. Crypto just saw two of its three biggest liquidation events of 2025 in just the last 4 days. And if you can see, about 3.45 in leverage that got liquidated, 1.14 billion in 24 hours alone, 256,197 trades wiped in a day. Biggest hit today, 29 million Ethereum long on Hyperliquid. Again, a reminder for each and every one of you guys why you want to stay away from leverage trading. This is a perfect example for you guys right here. But moving forward, take a look at this: 170 billion wiped out. As I mentioned, this is being impacting the entire market. So if anyone's going to come out and say, well, XRP is going down, this and that, yada yada yada, no. First and foremost, XRP holding much better than the broader market. Number two, this is affecting the entire market. So that's something I want you guys to keep in mind. But what's really causing this? Of course, the price of Bitcoin has been in this downward trajectory, but here we have it. Just today, Donald Trump has come out and reintroduced the good old tariffs. And now you can see, starting October 1st, we will be imposing a 100% tariff on any branded or patent pharmaceutical product unless a company is building their pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in the U.S. So here we have it again. I know the market has kind of shifted away from, the tariff talks. But again, this has come out and not the best time because, BTC was already, in this downward trajectory because, of course, we saw that fake out yesterday up to $113,800. But again, that was a rejection, and we're kind of finding ourselves back down to this key range. But I think that is something we want to keep in mind, and that is actually having an impact on the price of Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin sitting below $110,000, and at this point, you guys know my overall thoughts. I think we could push down to the 23.6, potentially see a double bottom before heading towards the upside. Historically speaking, the month of September is actually not the best month for crypto, and I think as far as the monthly candle close, we did see August monthly candle close on the red side, and I think we might see that happening in September as well, based off of what we're seeing for BTC. And around these levels, we do have some support around the 110, but if this does not hold, like I said, we are potentially going to retest the September level once again. Bitcoin dominance, on the other hand, of course, is starting to show strength right now. Shouldn't really be a big surprise to any one of you. Obviously, Bitcoin seeing a push towards the downside like it has been seeing. It makes sense that, we're seeing the dominance also, kind of showing strength on its side. But as far as XRP's price is concerned, we're kind of sitting below the 23.6. I adjusted the Fibonacci retracement level for you guys in my last night's update, but you can see this for yourself. We are sitting below the 23.6 fib zone. And again, we actually did see a new September low at $2.68. Obviously, that was on the 22nd of September. And obviously, we do have some support built up around that key range, but you are looking at this key level around, $2.77, give or take, a very key important level. I'm sorry, $2.72, a very key important level for the price of XRP. Dropping below this, could we actually make our way down to $2.60? That could still be on the table. I know not many people want to hear this, but we want to be paying attention to what's happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now. But again, I indicated to you guys how good the price of XRP was holding. Literally just not too long ago, we retested, not even 48 hours ago, we retested the $3 price point almost, but got rejected due to, what's happening with Bitcoin. But I like the way, we have been accumulating within this range. Yes, we're below the 23.6. Not a lot of people want to, see that. And obviously dropping below down to $2.60. We have not seen that price target pretty much since early July. Obviously, not a lot of people want to hear this, but I want you guys to be well aware of these levels to be retested. The chances of that is definitely on the table, especially where Bitcoin is currently sitting at. And in order for Bitcoin to reach the 23.6, support line and see a double bottom, that's only about a 2% move from where we currently are. And if dominance continues to show strength, this is a possibility. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I would love to see the price of Bitcoin, kind of seeing a rebound from here. But again, we're not out of the woods yet, especially, where the daily candle closed below 110. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support, and we'll see you later for an in-depth analysis later tonight. And until then, it's been Crypto ZX, and peace.